how to conduct user testing, which can validate your design without spending much time and cost almost no money. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a case study which might help on this one. Let's check it out. Hello and welcome to Bear Academy. I'm your host, Bear, a UX designer who lives in Auckland, New Zealand. On the episode 2 of Bear Academy podcast, I asked the guest on that podcast, Jeff Goldfield, a question. What is the common mistake for the designers, especially for the senior designers, to avoid? If you have a suggestion, which one would be that mistake? He pointed out the one, and probably the most important one, the most common one for all the designers, which is you don't want to show the design to other people without any evidence. If you walk into a design brief meeting with just the design itself, that's not the thing you want to do, because if you do that, it will become the battle of opinions. And in that scenario, everyone has the same thoughts. My opinion always wins. Recently, I did a design for a product detail page for an e-commerce website. And during this process, I found this is some mistake probably I need to avoid. And this case study is going to walk you through that. But before that, let's take a look at, if we want to find the evidence to support your design, what would be the best way? The best way might be user testing, which is that you find some data which directly from your users' behavior or from their comments, from their insights, the insight that you collected from user testing, which can show that your design is validated, is a good one for your customers or not. And in this article from Adobe XD, there are 7 usability testing methods that we can use as a design process, which are guerrilla testing, lab usability testing, unmoderated remote usability testing, contextual inquiry, phone interview, card sorting, and session recording. Those are great methods which can definitely bring you some value to show to the team, but it's cost a lot of time and money. How could you get some quick and insightful data can support you? During this case, I had the similar problem. So let me show you this design as the case, which is the product detail page for an e-commerce site, as mentioned. And I'm not going to walk you through the details because there are a lot of back and forth discussions and some discovery stage for competitor research and other things, tech research. So during this whole process, I find out some design that we can do for this page. And this is the previous one. This is the concept I draw on a sketch note. And the other one is the design I was going to walk through with all the stakeholders and get approval. And then here is some design in steps, in details. I'm not going to walk you through all the things, but just want to mention that one thing is the major change for the current product detail page is the offer presentation. As you can see from this page, the device the price of the device, which actually contain an offer box, but this seems not appealing from marketing perspective, and also from the customer's perspective, it's not that obvious to see and not easy to understand. So I did a few options to display this offer in different styles. So this is the current one, and this is the one I prefer to propose, and the other one is to change the color of the box and title and text into red, which is the primary color of my employer. And number 4 is to borrow some design pattern from the app, which is the similar product from the same employer, that people might feel you can keep the consistency from a similar product. So these are the 4 options that I want to show to the stakeholders. And I know probably from their perspective, they prefer to see things like this because it looks really big and appealing, and it feels, make the offer really strong. And from marketing perspective, that might be their preferable option. And also, they might have some doubts about why are we changing the current one into a different one. And from this one, the option 3, because the red color seems like an alert to a lot of people. So probably it's not what I'm going to show. I'm going to propose, but it's also good to know what would be the reaction from this option. So how can I show them the design without with some evidence that can actually make my design propose accepted? Like, I really want to make the option 1 as the one we can sign off. How can I do that? Or what are the evidence I can collect? I planned to do it as 2 steps. So first, I want to collect some insights from internal perspective, which means the people who actually work in the company and what's their interaction, what's their feedback on this. And the other one is that how I would like to collect some insights from actual potential customers, which is the external way that we can find what are the difference. And my guess is that internal perspective probably different from external, from actual customers, which is good because it can show that, yeah, here's the difference. And we can have some rational thoughts about why people prefer this one rather than that one. So I plan to do that, and then I quickly mark up with these 2 tiles. So the first one is the one I show these 4 options without any context. I just to show to the people, here we got some images, some offer for e-commerce website with the device and with the offer, and which is the one you prefer. I don't ask too much. I don't want to get too much details on this one. So I just let them know, please vote with different emoji. Like if you tap on LinkedIn, and you can tap like, or long press to tap applause or heart. So things like that, with different ways that you can vote. So please vote for the option you prefer. And the other thing, what I did is to make the similar one, which we can use the votes on internal platform, which is the Facebook workspace that we're using for the current company. And the result is quite interesting. You can see from the internal perspective, a lot of people prefer this one because it's eye-catching. It seems simple and flashy from their perspective. And this one, the first option, still got a lot of votes, 36 votes. But it feels quite strange that it's much more than the fourth option got much more vote than other channels. And the one I use on LinkedIn, you can see that it got 105 votes, and it's totally got. I didn't count for this one, but it's like the fourth one only got 3 options, only got 3 votes for the fourth one, because people feel, yeah, it's grab your attention, but perhaps feels a bit forceful and seems a bit in your face, like too strong for that. And later I capture the screenshots from different feedbacks and to show the result. And if people are interested, they can tap the link to go to see the details. And later, I walk through the design with the stakeholders, and people start to discuss it. And some senior stakeholders say, yeah, number 4 really looks good. We like it. How about we just go with it, go for it. And then I think I show the result to say, yeah, that's quite interesting, because what we've got from internal, from all the people working in the same company, we prefer this one, yeah, a lot. But for actual customers or potential customers, which we found from other general platforms, their preferable option is option 1, and with less red on the page. And my guess is probably people don't have as high tolerance level as we have for red, because red is our primary color. And people, as the stakeholders in the team, they already work for the company for such a long time, and they are the expert when I speak about this opinion. And yeah, they start to realize probably that's a bias, and that could be something we can try to avoid. And then the result is I got the option 1 approved, and then the team has been developing for this offer, for this feature. So later it will become something we can see. So what I've learned, what are the takeaways for this case study, is that I think at first, for I have 3 things that I can share. The first thing is, I think for every designer, the first step would be to identify the problem. What are the problems that you are solving, and what are the outcomes you are looking for? So try to find that, and then you can try to think about the process, how your process could fill this gap. Like, here is where we are, and here is where to go. For this case, what I'm trying to do is to get the design validated from actual customers and get it approved for the stakeholders. So this is what I'm going to do. And by doing that, I need to design this user testing approach, which can help me to make it really happen. So yeah. And the third thing is the third takeaway, what I've got, is to make it easy and clear to understand for all the people you're talking to. Because if you make it really complex, people don't understand it, and you don't get your approval. You don't get your outcome, expected outcome to achieve. Yeah, so this is my case study, and I hope you like it. And also, I think as a major thing to wrap this up, clarify the problem and expectation, fill the gap with whatever you have to do whatever you can from whatever you are, and no matter what the result is, you've done your best. So this is what I've got from this case study. Hope you like it. Thanks for watching. I know I'm not good at speaking without looking at the camera. Sometimes I need to check my desktop. Sorry. And if you like this video, please hit the like button or subscribe this channel for more content like this. And I also host a podcast named Bear Academy about design, technology, and productive. If you like it, please hit the like button. Please check it and subscribe it. It's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all other podcasting channels. And yeah, if you're interested, you can subscribe the email newsletter for more related articles, information like this. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Cheers. Bye.